My dear panelists, I greet you all. Commentators, viewers, I greet you all. Happy to be here. Of course, you know we are day labor, weekend laborers, so I only have like 1 hour to stay, so I have to go to work. So I'm still on the Natasha issue. Hmm. You know, yesterday we had this discussion, and somebody, I'm not going to mention his name, the way he portrayed Natasha was very offensive to me. He made it look like Natasha was a call girl, and she has already had something to do with Akpabio before, and that now that she's married, Akpabio will not let go, and Akpabio wants to continue collecting the cookies. And I'm like, you have already labeled her a call girl. Most Nigerian men, and I'm going to say most, and I'm talking about 95 point whatever percent, they do not identify with the plight of a Nigerian woman in Nigeria. They do not. And most of the problems Nigerian women I face in Nigeria are because of men. And then they use the female gender against women. Look at what is happening in whatever now, whether it's Uyo or his village. A bunch of women have been paid to come out. They don't even sit down and say, you know what, this is a woman like myself. If we don't fight for her, who is going to fight for us? Everything is monetarized. Everything is cash and carry. Look at his wife. She cannot even say, you know what, this is wrong. She's asking, why did Natasha not come to her? Or why did the husband not come to her? So they can sort it out. And business as usual, they can cover everything. Unfortunately, Natasha is too smart for that. She has been in this game for too long. And as people have started counting on her marriages, that is why she couldn't stay in a marriage. You don't understand what a woman has to go through in Nigeria to survive. I even said it here. One of the things that made me to leave Nigeria was sexual harassment. I almost failed in school because of sexual harassment. One lecturer wanted to, have his way, and because of that, I have to involve my parents. I like to involve the school, and for that reason, I had to retake that class because I couldn't concentrate. There was nothing I could do that would make me pass that class, and I still did not pass that class. I think I made a D or so. So they just gave me let my people go because I was already so traumatized that I just could not concentrate. So, and right now in Nigeria, I have female relatives who are working. They don't get paid unless they sleep with the cashier or whatever. So people do not understand what women have to go through, and they wonder why women are selling themselves. They wonder because the men made us so. The men made us commodities. That is why, instead of us to empower the women, they will make sure you are way down there. If it's not out of tradition, it's out of religion. The two main things that are keeping Nigerian women down in Nigeria: tradition and religion. That is why I can never marry a traditionalist. I see if you are in any religion, I will not even look in your direction. Because those things are the things that put something in your mind, and then they make you start acting like fools. You forget yourself. Obey your man. Submit here. Submit there. Can you imagine Akpabio's wife telling her if the husband had control? Hey, God. And let me ask this question. When Natasha went to the Senate as a single person, you see that she did not get any headway. She did not get any headway. Oh, look at her call girl. This one. She's not in any man's house. The fact that your relationship doesn't work out, is it a crime now? Is it a crime? If you marry 5 or 6 times, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. If you cannot take it, you leave. No need staying in an abusive marriage or an abusive relationship. So why is it that they checking her marital record and now she's married, enjoying the one she's married is a problem? They're bringing up her past. But when they see Nedwoko now, nobody is talking about Nedwoko. It's all Regina. So you see, our people, I want to say we are cursed. And we have men who didn't have good role models from their fathers and all the men around their lives. You will not see this kind of thing happening in Burkina Faso. That you can tell that man was raised by a woman, a real woman. Not all these ones that they pay 5,000 naira to go and stand on the road. Those are the kind of women that give birth to our Nigerian men. Those are the kind of women that get back to our Nigerian men. So you see, is there any hope? Every revolution starts from somewhere. And it takes a woman like Natasha to beat her chest and say, you know what? When her husband asked her, she told her, tomorrow is my birthday. Please wrap your hand around me and let us continue the show. Tomorrow we'll deal with all that. And they're telling her that, where was she? Where was her husband? Why the man was taking her? You don't know Nigerian men. You don't, they will even want to humiliate you in front of your husband to tell you that they have your husband in their pocket. So the woman used diplomacy and just said, you know what? I will handle this my own way. This woman is an old timer in the game, okay? And people are saying her husband. Why did she tell her husband? Like I said in the other show, when you are married, there are some things you keep to yourself. There's some things your husband should keep to himself. And there's some things that you people should share. That's my hybrid of a relationship. When it's time to share those things, then I will share it. My question to you all, do you not think that Mr. Odwanga knew that Akpabio was making advances to his wife? He knew. That's why he asked her, what did Senate President tell you? He knew. So people are saying that she don't let her husband know. There is nothing that happens in Nigerian marriages that, especially when you get to that level, that they don't know. Because most of them are pimps. Most of them will even pimp their wives. Most of them will even sell their daughters, sell their children to go where they are going. I'm happy the Odwanga man has not come out. Because tomorrow they will say, oh, he's eating money with Akpabio. That is why he doesn't want to come out. The only person we have not heard from is Akpabio. Is that not interesting? The only person we have not heard from, if it was me, the first thing I would do is come online and say, hey, listen, this is what it is. I don't know where she's getting, like Reno Mockery did. I still believe that story of Reno Mockery, whether the deal was the wrong stamp or the wrong time date or whatever, because Nigerian men are predatory. Even from our house compounds, you have the uncles, you have the brothers, pedos everywhere, because they cannot control themselves, and yet they call themselves Christians, Muslims, traditionalists. You know what? I could go on and on and on and on. But unfortunately, this is just the beginning, and women need to have some conscience. Not everything is about money. Not everything, you don't have to sell your soul. But of course, like we were saying on the women's show yesterday, the more poverty-stricken you are, the more you are likely to prostitute yourself spiritually and physically. Women like me, I will beat my chest. There's nothing any man can give me that I cannot give myself. I purposely work hard for that. So that submit here and there does not come into my picture. Go and submit to your mom. Don't come here. Don't come here and ask me for any submission. Because that is the way they rope you into all kinds of nonsense. And you forget yourself. So my dear women, tradition and religion is what has kept us kept women where they are today. You have to rise up. You have all the Senate, you only have 4 women. Only 4. And look at the King Ibe. Look at what she came out to say. What has sitting arrangement got to do with all this, for crying out loud? What has sitting arrangement got to do with sexual harassment? If it was a civilized country, we will not even be hearing all this. They will call you to come and defend yourself. But like I said, when you have a country where you have a drug baron, a certificate forger, who is not even a Nigerian, ruling Nigerians, what do you expect? Nigerians have been ruled by non-Nigerians for years, and this is going to continue. You have men that don't respect women. Look at Buhari. That one came out and opened his trash mouth and said, the other room. What? You see? No, I'm sorry. When God made Nigerian men, I think he shouldn't have slept on Sunday because his work was not finished. According to you people that worship those kind of religions. So please, my people, women, check yourselves. Not everything a man tells you, have your own brain. Not everything a man tells you should do, you should behave. Have your own brain. I come from a family where women, they don't take trash. Marriage is not a trophy. They will burn their children and walk. Marriage is not a trophy for them. Whether you like them. You see, where I come from, we are trained to worship the certificate more than the marriage institution. As long as you have that marriage certificate, what happens in the marriage is nobody's business. You are a missus. A missus is a missus. So women, go and work hard for your money. Stop allowing men to use you for their own selfish. I mean, look at the Akpabio's wife, for crying out loud. Any man with that such a wife, you now know why the man is going outside. Eh? The woman doesn't have a brain. I'm not saying Akpabio is any better, because if, like I said yesterday, if it's not money, Akpabio will only be like a motor parked out. The most unattractive couple. So I don't even know what the hell is. But like I said, when you have a country where there's a read my lip, drug baron, and a certificate forger from Guinea Republic, what do you expect? So my people, Nigerian women, this is for you. You need to wake up. You need to support your own. And for all those men calling Natasha a call girl, and that she was always sleeping around, and she was always doing this. When you make your Nigerian women call girls, who are you? Who is to blame? Who is to blame? So you men need to check yourselves. You are a disgrace. I have many of them in my family. They take their ice skirts. Even if it's a small girl hawking banana, their mind is already going somewhere. And yet they say they are pastors, they are traditionalists, they are this and that. So my people, women, rise up. Stop carrying 5,000 naira to disown your own. Stop carrying Mercedes-Benz in the Senate to disown your own. Stick together. Thank you.
All right, Madam Luke, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Madam Luke. I love you. Thank you so much. You came with the fire.
Is there a busy men and you are there busy? When men start now, you say men are starting.
Yes,
wait. Nobody call your name for this matter. Wait.
Because you are the one that put Nigeria the way
I want to do
disgrace.
I want to do disclaimer.
My check.